Hey everyone, this is Kelly, and today we are celebrating because it is day one of the Honeybee Stamps 5th anniversary release. To get us started today, I have a brand new buzzword, and this is party. As you can see there, we have that beautiful scripty word, let's celebrate, RSVP, you're invited to a, where, for, when, and info. So perfect for all those party invitations, birthday cards, Cinco de Mayo, any type of celebration. Now, of course, there is a 3-piece coordinating die set that goes along with this party buzzword. As you know, Honeybee Stamps loves to create these 3-piece die sets for our buzzwords. So there's that scripty word party, a first little shadow or a background for your word, and that's going to be slightly bigger than the word party. And then there's a second shadow that has a cut line around the edge and then a cute little pierced design right inside that cut line. Now these are fun because you can cut these out of cardstock and add lots of layers and dimension to your cards and projects. Or you can use those shadow pieces and stamp the party word directly onto those die cuts. So that's fun. You can add different colors, of course, depending on your ink. You can heat emboss and add some shimmer and shine. And here I have cut out those dies. I've just clipped them apart. And then I'm going to give you a look at exactly what these look like when they're stacked together. So this first one is with the cardstock, and I'm using all 3 pieces. That cute little pink piece with the pierced design is that largest shadow piece. The white piece is the first little shadow, and you can see there it's just slightly bigger than the scripty word, and then the black there is the actual scripty word die cut. Now here I've used that first shadow piece, and then I have stamped with that party stamp directly onto that first shadow. And then this is the one that has the pierced edge, and I have heat embossed gold embossing powder on that, and you can see the shimmer and shine of that, so it would be super fun to add that to any kind of invitation or card. Now here Lisa has done a beautiful invitation to celebrate around the edges. She's layered up those die cuts with that beautiful rainbow party, and then of course added all the important information for her invitation. Here Carol has paired that buzzword stamp set along with all 3 layers of that die set. I love how she's made this beautiful rainbow card along with some of our brand new cover plates, which we'll get to in just a minute. And here is a super sparkly example from Jana. I love she's used all 3 of those die cuts along with some sparkly glitter paper and some of our new balloon border dies. Next up is a buzzword as well, birthday. And this has that beautiful scripty birthday, lots of mix and match words like we all love. Celebrate, happy birthday, happiest make, to thee, and then there's birthday girl or birthday boy, wish, there's hi, to you, a very wishing, it's your day, let's celebrate, and then there's some extras like some exclamation points and the and a, so you can make the perfect combination for your greeting. Now, of course, there is a coordinating die set that's going to have all those 3 pieces that we love. It's going to have that beautiful scripty birthday, a shadow that's just a little bit larger than the birthday word, and then a second shadow that has the cut line and then the pierced edge all the way around. Okay, so the first thing I've done is I've clipped apart those 3 metal dies, and then I have cut those out of just scrap paper that I had in my stash. That first pink layer is the scripty birthday, and that's layered on top of that first shadow, and then that is layered on top of the pierced design. Here is that first shadow with the birthday stamp stamped directly on top of that, just in black ink, super easy. And then I've taken the pierced one and I have heat embossed that with gold embossing powder. You can see how super sparkly that is. So lots of options here with the stamps and dies, and you can mix and match those and have a lot of fun. Here Jenny has created a super cute birthday card, and she's tucked her little bear inside the die cuts. I love the look of that. And next Lisa has made a super cute blue, green, and yellow card with some of our new candles, and I love the coloring on the birthday die cut, super cute. And then Bobby has paired some of our older products, which is so cool to bring life to those. She's made a record out of some of our new dies and then stacked up the birthday die cuts. So cute and creative. So up next is one of our standalone die sets, and this one is so fun to play with. So this is the balloon border dies. There are 3 balloon borders in 3 different sizes, and then lots of little accessories, anything from a little tie for your balloon, a little piece that looks like you have wrapped ribbon or twine around the knot of your balloon, and then little things that you can add as the little tails to the knots, or you can add those as shine marks and little dimension pieces to your balloons. Okay, so now I've clipped apart all of those dies, and you can see how wonderful that balloon fits all the way across a horizontal piece of cardstock. That cardstock is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, or an A2 size card front. And you can see it fits beautiful vertically, so you can just pick and choose which way that you would like the orientation of your card to go. I've cut that largest size out of white cardstock, and you can see it's cut horizontally, so we'll look at that on a horizontal card in just a minute. The middle one is out of vellum, and then the smaller one is just out of some blue cardstock. And then I can't forget all the little accessory pieces I have gathered up in my little bowl here so I don't lose anything. And then I'm going to pull out just a piece of green cardstock. Like, this is my card front. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so let's look at these as you lay them on your card, or what it would look like on the front of your card. So that is the smallest one. And then this is the vellum piece. Those are fun to play with because they're transparent, just like a balloon. So you could layer those on top of one another and see how the colors play together with one another. And then this one is cut horizontally, like I said. So I'm going to flip over that cardstock and lay it on, and you can see how cute that is horizontally. Okay, so next I have my little bowl of all those little accessory pieces. There's a little bow tie. There's also those little pieces that look like twine has been wrapped around the knot of the balloon. There's also some little pieces that look like a V. Now those can be used as the tie-off or the tails that look like they were hanging off of your little knot there, or they can be little shine marks for the edge of your balloon. Here I've created a card. This one's vertical, and I've made that balloon a flap. So you just lift that up, and then you can write your message on the inside. Of course, I've added that cute little buzzword party there and some black and white twine, but that was super fun to make and super easy using these balloon borders. I just love Angelica's alcohol ink balloons. They're so beautiful, and then paired with that party buzzword. Super cute and colorful. And here Becky, I love her color scheme. She's paired her balloons with the little critter there at the bottom. That's a newbie. The happy Bday. I love the bees on the balloon and the black and white twine. Super cute and festive. And then Antonia has made a beautiful big set of balloons. You can see she's turned her balloon borders this way and that to get the perfect little grouping there. Now you may have thought that we would be finished with balloons, but no, this is a big celebration for Honeybee Stamps, and this is the balloon alphabet die set. So you've got every letter of the alphabet plus lots of extras. You can see there you have your little letters, and then you have the little knot or tie there to the bottom of each letter. There's extras such as your exclamation point, your question mark, all the strings, ties, even some small or uninflated balloons. Those would be fun to use with some of your smaller critters and die cuts. And then if that wasn't enough, there's also a fun number set. So you have all the numbers 0 through 9. You've got extras in this one as well. So you've got the little balloon strings, tie, some uninflated or smaller type balloons. And so these are fun to mix and match. Imagine making a card with the birthday number or the age on the card. So fun to play with. Okay, so I have taken all of those dies and I've cut out all the numbers and all the letters and adhered them on this cardstock so we can get a close-up look. You notice there a lot of those little ties are directly in the center, and then some of them are off to one side or the other. So that would be fun to play on that and turn your letters this way and that and have kind of a wonky, fun little sentiment or greeting. You have all your numbers from 0 to 9, and then there's lots of those little extras. Now remember, this is 2 different die sets that I have added onto one piece of cardstock. I wanted to give you a close-up look at how these pair so well together, and you can mix and match those. Even the strings and ties, there are some strings and ties in both sets, but they go so well together. So you could either get one set by itself or you could get both and then mix and match. Here, Ilda has created a super cute 16th birthday card. She's colored those balloons so they look like shiny Mylar balloons. I love that look. And here, Emily has created a super cute card with the word celebrate and the little critter there holding that big grouping of balloons. That's a super cute creation. And then next is Bobby. Bobby has made a surprise box with the balloons spelling happy there over birthday. You're going to get a close-up look at that cute little box later. And then here, Lisa has created a super bright, fun card. Somebody's turning 30. I love those balloons there with the birthday die cuts. Here's another surprise box from Keiko. Someone's turning 7. That little balloon there. Lots of those little critters added that you'll see later on. Now the next up is a cover plate that you've seen lots of today. This is the candle cover plate. It cuts right around the edge. You can kind of see the cut line there. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then all of those little pillars or stick part of the candle, and then the flames as well. Okay, so I've used my cover plate and I have cut that out of some bright green cardstock, and I have just layered that on top of some white so we can kind of see it up close. Now you can see that beautiful edge that it cuts, and then all those little candles. Now the fallout from that, those candles that come out are just as cute as the actual cover plate there. So you could do some fun designs by inserting all the fallout pieces, if you cut those in different colors, back into the cover plate. Now here is a bright rainbow example from design team member Carol. Now as you can see there, she's used that cover plate there in white and then added back in some of the fallout and lots of rainbow color. Here, Lisa has done a beautiful card with gold inserts or a gold background back behind there. And then here's another card from Lisa, and she has used those little fallout candles and stuck those right back into that cover plate, and then added her little flames and the party die cut. So cute and festive. Very creative. Now next up is a candle stencil. Now this is a 3 stencil set. I'm going to take it out of my packaging here so we can get a close-up look. The first stencil is all those cute candles. Okay, so I'm going to hold all of these up to the camera so you can look. All of our new stencils have an etched line, and that's so it makes it super easy to line up your A2 size cardstock. You can kind of see it on this one, and then there's an etched line on the flames as well. Let me show you the flames. And that is going to have that etched line. You can kind of see it better there. And that's so it's so easy to line up with the other stencils so you get the perfect look and the perfect stencil design every time. Now, for this first one, that's the whole candle piece. I am just going to add some white paper. I'm going to use some glitter paste. And I love this turquoise color, but this is just one way that you could use this stencil. This also coordinates perfectly with that cover plate die, which I'll show you in just a minute. But I'm going to get this yummy, glittery, shiny gel all brushed into those candles. And then this is my favorite part, the reveal. These candles are so cute. So you could just do a 1 color background just like this. You can see that beautiful glittery gel there. So pretty and so fun for any kind of celebration. Now next I use the other two stencils in this set. There's the one that has the pillar of the candle and then the one with the flames, and I created that rainbow background there on the right. Now I used the pillar part first and I just brushed on my rainbow of colors. And then right over the top of that, I used the flame stencil. I added that and it was easy to line up because of those etched lines. And then I add some shimmering glittery paste just for the flames. Now, like I said before, these team up perfectly with that cover plate die. As you can see there, if I lay it right over the top, those candles are going to shine through those little die cut areas perfectly. So all these products kind of play and go nicely together. Here's Angelica's bright and fun example using that die set, and of course she's paired it with those birthday buzzword stamp and die set. I love that, and I love this example from Jenny. Now she's paired hers with the balloon alphabet dies. She's tied those with black and white twine. So cute. Look at the sparkly little alphabet there. And then Lisa has an awesome card, kind of more masculine colors, but you can see she's used the stencils there on the side of her card. And then again, those birthday buzzword stamps and dies. Now you've had kind of a sneak peek in this video of this surprise box. We have lots of fun examples from our design team members, but this is a large die set. So this large piece is all together, so you don't have to clip anything apart, and that's going to be the main part of your box. And then this little set has several pieces that are connected together with those little wire pieces, and that's going to be the inserts for your box, and then lots of things to decorate your little surprise box. Okay, so now I've got everything clipped apart, those metal dies, and I've got everything cut out with different colored cardstocks. Now I know that this cardstock doesn't go together, but I just chose some scrap pieces so I could show you exactly what they look like. Now for the base, you're going to want to cut out 2 of those base pieces. These are going to be decorative pieces, those little scalloped rectangles there, so you can cut out those as many as you like, and I'll show you that here in just a second. This little piece, those are going to be the little stands or pillars that are going to hold up all your little decorative pieces on the inside. I cut mine out of acetate, and that's because when you put your die cuts in there, you're not going to be able to see that like you would cardstock. And then this little piece, the rectangle that has the little flaps on the side, you're going to want to cut 3 of those. So I've cut 3 of those out. Now I'm ready to start building my box. Now for the base piece, I have lined up my flaps, and you can see they're facing the same direction. So I'm going to use some heavy-duty adhesive like score tape. So I've got that piece. My flaps are facing the same direction. They're both facing left. I'm very careful lining everything up. And then I'm going to squeeze down on top of that score tape to make sure it's all nice and set in place. And you can see that little flap right inside there. Now I'm going to connect the other side with that other flap. So I'm going to add score tape to that flap as well. And then I'm going to pull off the backing. And then after I get the backing pulled off, I am going to kind of close in my box and connect that flap to the other side. I'm going to kind of stick my fingers down on the inside to kind of hold everything in place, make sure everything's lined up before I press it down. You can see I've got my fingers kind of stuck in there kind of funny. Make sure everything's lined up and then press it down. Now you can kind of see how this is going to work. You have your scalloped flaps on the top. If I collapse that, that collapses down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and so that is going to fit perfectly into an A2 size envelope. So that's going to fold up, and you can actually mail your cute little surprise box in the mail. So let's show you how everything else goes together. Now that I've got my box built, I'm going to start with the inside little tabs. Now these little things are going to be what hold up all your little decorations from the inside. So I have my flaps pointed toward the back of the box, and I'm going to line those up, and I want the ends of the flaps to kind of be flush with the back of that box. And I'm using liquid glue for this because it's easier to kind of shimmy those little pieces around. But if you can see there, they're all lined up nicely toward the back of the box. And then I'm going to start on the second one, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I want to line them up. I want to point the flaps to the back of the box. And again, I'm going to make those flush with the first red flap. I did it with the third one, and you can see there, now you've got 3 in there, and they're spaced perfectly apart. Okay, now here for those little scallop-topped rectangles. There's one that's just straight, that's a little bit larger. That's the yellow one in my hand. And then there's one that's pierced around the edge. It's a little bit smaller. So you can either use these by themselves, or you can layer it like I'm showing right there. It can go there on the open flaps. It can go on the sides. It can go on the outside of those little flaps. So the sky's the limit on however you want to decorate your little surprise box. Now for those little acetate pieces. So I use this die right here that has the little like lines, little stripes cut out. And those are going to cut out whether you want to use cardstock or acetate or whatever you have. That's what's going to hold up your cute little die cuts or whatever onto the inside of your box. You're going to want to put adhesive on both ends, put your die cut on one end, and then adhere it wherever you need it inside of your little box. So you could adhere it to the front or back of your box, the orange part, or you have all those layers of what I've done in red cardstock on the inside to put your little die cuts as well. And then the recipient will open up the box and then have all those fun little die cuts peeking out from the box. Super fun and super easy to put together. Now here Bobby has shown exactly how that will fit inside of our just regular A2 envelopes. And here's Bobby's cute surprise box. She's used all the die cuts from the surprise box plus some of our new critters, and then of course there at the top the alphabet balloon dies, so cute. Here Keiko has made an awesome box. I love the wood grain on the flaps. She's again added all of our new little critters in there with some grass and even a sentiment on the front, Happy Bday. And then Becky has also made a super cute box with some of our pattern paper. You can see those little bees partying on the inside. That's so cute with their little gifts. Okay, so those cute little critters that you've been seeing throughout this whole video are in a brand new stamp set called Happy Bday. So cute. We're all in love with these cute little critters. So there's lots of little bees with their party hats on. There's 2 little bears, one with his cute little balloon, the other with his little paws tucked behind his back. There's a bunny, a squirrel, and even a bird flying through the air. There's branches and then all kinds of accessories to create the perfect little party scene. The coordinating die set will cut out every single piece of this stamp set. And so I have stamped, colored, and die cut all the little pieces to give you a close-up look. As you can see, we have that sweet little greeting, Happy Bday, and then lots of different little pieces to mix and match so you have the perfect little woodland party going on. See the little bear and their party hats. The bees all have party hats and are bearing little gifts. There are extra little presents, flowers. There's a banner, lots of little blooms and pieces of grass to add into your scene, mushrooms. So Melissa has thought of everything when she designed this cute little Happy Bday stamp set. Now here Jenny has created the perfect spring birthday card. See her Happy Bday there, and her bees are having a wonderful celebration. Next is Becky's card, and she also has a little bee celebration there, and you can see the squirrel, and they're enjoying their birthday cake on the little stump there. It's so cute. Next, Leanne has created a bright, fun background. She's added one of the teddy bears and the bees and the banners. I love that with the happy B-Day sentiment there at the top. And last, Brenda has a beautiful card for us. She has used all those little banners and limbs. You can see her bees there hanging out. And then, of course, the happy B-Day. Okay, and of course we had to have a birthday bash 6x6 inch paper pad. Has lots of awesome color, a little bit of birthday mixed in, but you can use these in everyday projects. I love this. How cool would that be on a card front with a bold sentiment? Super cute. If I turn the page, we have rainbow stripes, and then I love that mix of happy birthday. What a great background that would be. Or you could cut those out really thin and use those as sentiment strips. There's a colored confetti, and then look at that beautiful plaid. Perfect for a celebration or for the spring and summer. What yummy colors. Flip it over, and then we have a tone-on-tone pink. And then I love the doodled lines, the stripes on the paper to the right. As you can see, it goes from pink to orange to yellow. I love that. Flip it over, and then this is kind of the smooth version without the stripes. Happy birthday to you. Again, another great background, or slice that up for sentiment strips. A tone-on-tone orange with triangles, yellow candles. A honeycomb, of course, in the yellow, tone-on-tone green, little triangles. I love the geometrics. Another tone-on-tone geometric. Rainbow candles, so cute. Another green on green geometric, and then I love the really deep, rich teal on the opposite page. Another awesome turquoise confetti. Beautiful blue. I love the circles on that one. This is a fun kind of variation in color from the purple to the citron green to the teal, a purple tone-on-tone. The blue paper there has confetti down each side, so that will be fun. And then a hand-drawn like grid paper. I love this. I love black and white basics, and I love the hand-drawn look. And now we're back to the very front, and we'll do a quick little flip through. Love all that beautiful color. I love that this is fun for birthdays, but can be used for any occasion as well. Now we have a birthday bash gem sticker package. As you can see there, lots of bright, fun colors, and that's going to match perfectly with your 6x6 paper pad. So perfect to add just a little bit of bling on to all your little celebration projects. Now this has been the look at day 1 of the 5th anniversary release from Honeybee Stamps. Make sure you join us tomorrow for day 2. Make sure you check out the blog and all of our social media accounts, and then we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.